wait. For you niggas just cap, wait. I'm married, designing the jeans, wait. I could pretend in these. You niggas cap, you niggas cap, you niggas cap, you niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. You niggas cap, you niggas cap, you niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. I got tired of these niggas, bro, gon' bang, get the drop on these niggas. Finger fuck on a Nina, I ain't got time, I just fuck on her face. Back, wait, for you niggas just cap, wait. I'm married, designing the jeans, wait. I could pretend in these. You niggas cap, you niggas cap, you niggas cap, you niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. You niggas cap, you niggas cap, you niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. I got tired of these niggas, bro, gon' bang, get the drop on these niggas. Finger fuck on a Nina, I ain't got time, I just fuck on her face. Back, wait, for you niggas just cap, wait. I'm married, designing the jeans, wait. I could pretend in these. You niggas cap, you niggas cap, you niggas cap, you niggas cap.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Now we're gonna cook this up real quick. Let's get everything in order.
Gonna find you and take it slowly.
Okay. All right, so we're going to do this right here. Here we go. We got a lot of... Now, as you know, these Hispanics and Latinos are trying to take over America, not forcefully, from a numbers standpoint. So it's fun-loving, number-growing, baby creating, welfare taking. I mean, it's going down. You understand? So, no, well, for the most part on YouTube, no black, well, I don't even want to say that because black people may start covering it. No one's covering it. So I'd say, hey, I'll take on this mantle. So the first part of this series will be, how do black women feel about ICE? And we'll just see what you guys' thoughts are. Then I'll show you some other ICE stuff.
Imagine a random family member that you ain't talked to in years reaches out to you out the blue, and they're asking you for a certain amount of money because they have something that they're trying to resolve. Entire time you listening to the vocal, you're genuinely confused because certain people back home will ask you for money without considering anything that you may have going on in your life. It puts you in a space.
The ICE raids have started. And solidarity to me as a black woman is
One of the things you absolutely should never forget is that a lot of the people being targeted by ICE are indigenous people to this land. Like, when we see which people, because fundamentally borders are about racism, right? And nations are about constructing their identity steeped in racism. But when we see who is imagined as not belonging to the settler colonial states of the U.S., we imagine like a very specific type of Latino, right? And obviously, I don't want to erase Black undocumented immigrants because there's over-policing, over-incarceration for Black undocumented immigrants.
No. Don't see, this is a major problem right here because she's going to say it's over policing, and no, it's over aborting for the blacks. See that? Wow, it boggles my mind how these people. I don't want to go there. I'm not going to say it. Anyway, let's stick to the immigration.
But what I'm talking about specifically here is that a lot of the people that are being harassed and rounded up and profiled and dehumanized are indigenous people to this land.
I might have to go to the Latinas because I cannot see black people talk like this. I don't know, because this is crazy. I mean, I'm gonna move on. I don't want to say anything
As
bad.
Man, this just I feel so conflicted about this mass deportation thing. Like really conflicted, right? My conflict is that as a Black woman, nobody else's struggle is my struggle because Black women have to always look out for themselves. And
I don't know if I could do this live stream. This is the most bullshit. Oh, no. This is some of the most wildest stuff I done heard in a while.
and we don't get the support that we need, you know what I'm saying? And so this year we've all decided to really take a step back from everybody else's problems and focus on ourselves because we didn't ask for this, right? On a high level, Black women did not ask for this. But on the flip side, on a human level, the idea of seeing people get everything that they've built and worked hard for taken from them. And you got to understand my understanding was the laws that they passed meant that they could just, off of assumptions, off of assuming that you committed a crime, you don't even have to have committed one, right? Lock you up.
Well, unfortunately, honey, you need to go read the law. Where in your mind do you believe that people can cross somewhere illegally and that is not against the law? This is why, let me move on. I don't want to say nothing about my sister.
Yeah.
Video circulating of an Asian man talking about if you're in trouble, go to a Black woman. I'm here to tell you why you shouldn't do that. Black women in general, who've been adultified.
Are we having fun yet? Cubans for Trump, baby. Make America Great Again, Part 5. Y'all, it's real wild what's happening with the Supreme Court and how they are removing protected status for over 500,000 Cubans and other immigrants. But it's always been wild, and even wilder during this presidency to see those very immigrants proudly back Trump. But now realizing, baby, he's coming for you too.
Hold on. This don't make sense. This does not make sense. Ma'am, which way would you rather have it? Would you rather have no Trump and these guys continuously come over? So you're upset that they didn't vote with you and they can't and they will be able to continue to flood? Or do you want, or are you laughing at them because they're getting deported? Which one is it?
Because what they thought was they were going to play a game of eeny, meeny, miny, mo and pick and choose some immigrant. But I guess not them. Because, baby, they was cheering loud. And, y'all, I've been thinking about this for a long time. How so many immigrants of color come to the United States and quickly align themselves with whiteness.
No. All they had to do was vote the same as you and they would be down with you.
Looking down on Black Americans, buying into the same tired stereotype that we're lazy.
I can't. I might have to switch this stream off. This is crazy.
Criminals, a burden.
Crazy.
Right now, across the U.S., immigrant detainees are sleeping on concrete floors, eating meals without tables, going without basic medical care, all in government custody. Let's talk about it. ICE detention centers are overcrowded and overwhelmed. At one center in Texas, women are forced to sleep on mats on the floor because there aren't enough beds. In New Mexico, 38 men share a space with only 18 chairs. And in Florida, people are being held in conference rooms with no toilets. This isn't just neglect, it's the system breaking down on purpose. The Trump administration expanded.
That is not how this works. Yo, they tore our people up. The question is, if you gave a damn, what would you be doing about it? If you had the opportunity.
Detention.
Good day. My name is Africa, and I am from South Texas. I was raised in Texas majority of my life. I'm a 46-year-old. Obviously, you see my complexion, woman. I have 2 adult daughters, and I have 2 grandsons. I'm speaking today on the subject of the mass exodus. I'm not one that jumps on bandwagons and usually addresses current events and all of that stuff, but I feel the need to speak on this subject. I'm not one that speaks just to have something to say. I only speak when I have something to say. I see a lot of videos telling women of my persuasion that we're supposed to, that somehow we should be obligated to fight for these people being allowed to stay here. And I want to voice my stance on this, as well as share my experiences. This video may be quite long, so you might want to speed it up to get through it faster. But my stance is that, number one, us BLK women aren't obligated to fight for anyone other than our own children. And if you think about it, a lot of us BLK women don't even fight for.
Oh, man. This is wilder than I thought, man. Shit.
So it's a girl on here that said that ICE came and picked up her landlord, so now she no longer got to pay rent. Kudos to her. But I'm sitting here wondering,
this is
how
crazy.
Did you acquire the home? Because ICE, just like
this
I
is
said,
crazy.
Critically think. I said, what exactly are Black people caping here for when it comes down to immigrants? Now, you have immigrants who are here illegally, never having the intention on staying, not really concerned with U.S. citizenship. If anything, let's have an anchor baby here so we can have the flexibility of coming back and forth when we please. But I can take the money out of the Black community, build that wealth, and take it back to my home.
This is wild. I shouldn't have did this, man. I should have just did regular, I should have did white people ICE and Latino ICE. I shouldn't have did Black ICE. Because these people sound crazy. Talking about Black community. Unbelievable. This is crazy. She said Black community.
And live community. Build that wealth and be here so we can have the flexibility of coming back and forth when we please. But I can take the money out of the Black community, build that wealth, and take it back to my.
I'm going to just play the video because I don't want to have a judgment on that part. But it's tough to watch. Wow. And she's
country
and she's standing up for the Blacks.
Treat others the way
So I've been tagged a few times in this discourse about African-American beauty creators being needed and just about like the erasure on social media. Now, I wouldn't consider myself a beauty influencer.
If you're watching this video right now and you're Black, I want you to take a moment and watch this video all the way through. Anyone else, you can watch as well, but specifically this is for my Black community. As a Latino, as someone who is under DACA, as someone who, as you know, we're going through it right now, I want you to understand, and I even want other Latinos to understand, that they're gonna have us think that the issues that the Black community deals with and the issues that the Latino community deals with, or Indian or Asian or women or whoever minority group, they're gonna have us believe that these issues are different and that Black people should only care about things that directly impact Black people. Latinos should only focus on things that directly impact Latinos, and so forth. And yeah, of course, I'm going to prioritize me, my family, and my people, and that's what I'm going to pay attention to. But do you understand that that way of thinking divides us? It puts us in a position where a small number of Latinos, and we're not small, but a smaller...
Brother, you guys are trying to take over America, like, you trying to take over America with goodwill. And I understand it. So you just say, look, we're good people. We just want to work. While you come here, you start making way more babies. You know the Black people are making babies, so you outnumber the Blacks. Now you're going after trying to outnumber the whites. I don't think you understand what you're doing here. You come in here and you say, hey, I'm a friendly guy. I'm a friendly family. But you're goddamn reproducing 3 and 4, 5 babies. This is crazy, man. This shit is crazy, man.
A number of people.
Bro, I need help as a white woman who is dating an immigrant and Black man, a Black immigrant. I need to know what I do next. So my boyfriend has some health issues that we're trying to get figured out.
Oh, what the hell?
So my problem be, okay, that too many folk gotta have conversations with them like they children, like they new people. Okay. So I seen in the comments of basically talking about how Africans and Caribbeans, and they know, we know all of y'all is different places from different places of Africa, different places of the Caribbeans. That's just a group title. Okay. Just like we Black Americans, even though we all from.
Let's move on, man.
Right? Okay.
As a Black American woman, I've never really seen myself as a victim, but I do realize the fact that under the system in America that we're in today, that has trickled into the entire world.
See, once I hear my sisters start talking like that, I automatically tune out. Fuck you mean system? Acting like I don't even want to say it, man, because I'm not here to talk about this. I'm here to talk about immigration, but she's acting like Black men and Black women are together. This is crazy.
In America that we're in today, that has trickled into the entire world. Black women have never had like a power structure to tap into, if you get what I mean.
What?
Black men can at least tap into the fact that they're men. They benefit from patriarchy.
Oh,
white women
shit.
can at least tap into the fact that they're white. They benefit from systematic racism and oppression. White men can benefit from the fact that they're a man and they're white. But when it comes to being a Black American woman, we have no like power source to tap into other than the power source that we have created for ourselves.
Oh,
it's absolutely crazy because when you live in a world that no matter how
dog, this is supposed to be an ICE deportation thing. How did we get here? Oh shit.
Power source to tap into
other
than the power benefit from the fact that they're a man and they're white. But when it comes to being a Black American woman, we have no like power source to tap into other than the power source that we have created for ourselves. It's actually crazy because when you live in a world that no matter how confident I am inside, no matter how often I look at myself and I feel good, I feel beautiful, I feel powerful, I see my worth, I can go outside and literally, because of a system that says black people ain't shit, women ain't shit, and I'm both of those, a majority of people may look at me like I'm not shit. Literal power structures of the world that I was born in, that we were born in.
Let's move on.
So in doing a live this morning, I made a discovery, and the discovery, well, a lot of us made a discovery on this live. The discovery is that foundational Black Americans, ADOS, Black Americans, whatever you personally refer to yourself as, are not aware of the campaign against you when it comes to Black immigrants coming in this country. What? In other words, you don't know, Black Americans aren't aware of the campaign against them when it comes to immigrants coming in, as far as like white supremacists and other foundational groups that have proximity to whiteness. A lot of us, when we come here, are told,
boy, oh boy, I will never do this again. You know, Black women speaking on immigration. Boy, hell no.
I don't know how to put it into words, but I genuinely want to have a conversation about this. Okay, I genuinely, like, no disrespect, just a genuine conversation. With everything going on right now, especially in America, there's a lot of civil unrest. It's almost to the point where it's like a boiling point, where it's about to pop, where it's about to burst. Everyone is having civil unrest. It's like it's teetering onto something, but we don't know what it is yet, right? Everybody keeps saying, how could they do this? Why isn't anybody stopping anything? Like, what's going on? There was a Black woman that said, and I quote, "The reason why nobody is throwing the first stone is because they're waiting for Black people to throw it first." That has altered my brain chemistry because, mind you, we know the laws are going to come down to us. So, of course, we're going to try to stand up for others. And I've noticed immediately, especially with the ICE raids, we've seen videos of people saying, well, why haven't Black people stepped in? We did this, a transactional interaction. They tie back.
Bro. These people don't need to be speaking about this. For real.
Black Lives Matter. Like, it's blowing my mind. I don't know how to explain it.
For real.
Simple, cheap. So I've been noticing a lot of talk about
FBAs or indigenous people saying, hey, if Africa is so great, why do y'all come to America? I want to respond to that. But before I do, I want you to notice that you never see older African people who live in the United States. You don't see them in nursing homes or long-term facilities. You do not see them. I'm going to explain to you why. The first thing you must know is how economics works. I will say I've been to Ghana. As you know, my husband is Ghanaian. I've been multiple times. My kids have gone. We actually just came back in December. Let me tell you how this works. $1 American is approximately 16 CDs. Okay? So for every $1 is 16 CDs for them. What is nothing to us is a lot for them. For instance, most people will make anywhere between $200 to $300 a month, and that is considered a good living, an acceptable living.
So they're coming over here using you. So they're coming over here using you up. Unbelievable.
You also have to understand.
Can South Africans please explain the tension between South Africans and them?
Now, a huge reason.
Hold on.
Hello.
Good News Friday. This is a story about our client who got her green card in less than 3 months through adjustment of status. Let's talk about it. She came to the United States.
I don't understand how people are still defending this man.
Look, a part of me can understand this woman's frustration. I don't know if she and her family or loved ones have gone through something traumatic as a result of this, cleaning up the border, tightening things up, getting illegals the hell out of here. And if she has gone through that, I feel bad, right? You never want to see people suffer. But two things can be true. While I can have those feelings, I also feel some kind of way that I don't see the Hispanic community, specifically Hispanic women, calling out their men. And Marisol, I need y'all to slow your whole damn roll on this topic. Because y'all love to get on here. I think at one point, y'all were even pointing the finger at black men, which made me feel some kind of way with regard to the election and Trump and the border. And how come y'all ain't stepping up? And we've been there for you, black and brown together. This whole time, even with this video, y'all never call out Enrique. You never call out your men, who, by the way, the majority of which voted for Trump.
Dang.
I think Trump got...
Hey, everyone. If ICE detains you or someone you love, don't panic. I know that's hard, but listen to this. I'm an immigration attorney and I help clients avoid detention by applying for immigration relief, but I help clients get out of these situations as well. These are the steps that may protect you or your family right now. I need you to know what to do if you're ever taken. 1, don't say a word about where you were born or how you entered the U.S. This is...
Ma'am, you're helping. You're helping people be here. Yo, we got some wicked people amongst us, son. She wants to help. Wow. Brothers, I don't know what to say about this stuff. Besides, this is some type of new America, because this is not the regular America. And it's weird how these people actually want this. It is weird. I'll give you that. It is pretty weird, man. Just to see. Well, they believe that we don't see that they're trying to take the shit over. They don't believe that we see that immigrants will come here, play nice, make a bunch of babies, and try to take your stuff over. Nah, people see that.
It's Bobby.
Sometimes when Black Americans talk to me, they sound
like how white people talk to other white people when they aren't the right type of white. You know, like they can recognize when someone is like Polish or something, they're not from Western Europe, that kind of differentiation. I was interviewing a participant and he was like a elderly Black American man. And yes, I am Nigerian. And then he replies, yeah, I could tell. I could.
You got it. No more money for you. Bye-bye.
Beautiful Black American women, bold Black American men, listen.
Happy Wednesday, TikTok. I have something to say. Before I say this, I want to say that I am not angry and I don't want to come off aggressive. However, I'm very passionate about this subject. So this is what I have to say. We need to continue with the boycotting, continue to boycott Walmart and continue to boycott Target. This is especially for the Black community and the Hispanic community. We need to band together. We need to put our differences aside and come together. We are so powerful once we come together, Black community and Hispanic community. It's time to put our differences aside and come together. Continue to withhold our funds. You see, with Target, the shareholders are now suing, right? Because our dollars mean something. Our Black dollars mean something. Our Hispanic dollars mean something. This is just the beginning. I want to let you guys know, continue with the boycott and continue to boycott.
There you have it, man. I've never seen anything like this. So at this point, you only have like what? You got like a 2 out of 10 ratio that of Black women that's like, and that 2 doesn't mean that they're actually with the Black community. They just don't like, the immigrants. Crazy.
Walmart.
Okay, y'all. So I just watched 2 different videos of Hispanic women crying. And baby, we're gonna unpack this because I judge. If you are new here, it's your girl Maya Lamisha, favorite cousin on your mama's side, the opinionated stay at home mama. Okay, and like I said, I watched 2 different videos of Hispanic women crying. Okay, the first woman, she was crying saying that she regret voting for Trump. She believed everything he said that he was gonna do, and blah 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 blah. I don't know if she watched the same things that I watched, but he already said it was gonna be a mass deportation. I don't understand why they acting all confuzzled, like that's not what that man said before he got elected.
That's a bad argument, because you voted against them, and had they voted with you, you would be happy that they're not getting deported and more people can come through the border over and over and over. It's a weird argument.
I heard him say it. I know y'all heard him say it. That's why we said we were gonna mind our 92%, because we heard him say what he was gonna do once he got in office, and now he's doing what he said he was gonna do, and now everybody acting confuzzled. I'm confused by your confusion, ma'am. Now the other lady, she is asking for the support of the African American people, because she said back in the day when slavery was happening that some of us ran to Mexico, and you never know what we may leave Mexico again, is what she said. So she don't understand how we not jumping in to help save them. And for my recollection, Black people been considered the bottom of the totem pole for.
Oh man.
They can deport you to Africa. You're not from the Americas. Unfortunately, you were brought here in chains, and that's messed up to not have a connection to Africa. What do you mean you're not African American? Ooh wee. Y'all, please excuse the eye crust and the fresh out of bed voice and the rooster.
Ma'am, why don't you get it together first?
Who never shuts up. This comment right here got me on my feet this morning. Didn't I just tell y'all yesterday that these damn liberals are chasing me down with their whips and their shackles, trying to drag me back into a place of submission? This is what happens when we go around performing victimhood, when we do all of this crying about what the white man did 400 years ago, when we associate all of ourselves with slaves, and we blame.
What the hell? Yo, I don't know why they even attempt to talk about this stuff. They sound crazy. Because my first quick question is, we who? Because in my estimation, they are a singular. They have separated themselves from the brothers.
And every single one of our thoughts and our flaws on slavery. These people have been given permission to minimize us to nothing more than slaves. First of all, Africa is not a country.
Here we go. Let's go, man.
Africa is the largest continent.
So I was about to make a post about the fact that I don't see enough Latinos making videos, condemning the people. Those, I will vote for Donald Trump. Yeah, I don't see them being condemned enough. But then I thought about it. I used my critical thinking. Yeah. A lot of people in America don't know what the hell that is.
Oh!
But I use critical thinking and I determine, they don't want to be in the spotlight. And I get it. Right now, it's not safe. Okay? It's not safe. And I get it. But make a list. Y'all should know the names of the people who play that stupid ass, thick ass song. And everybody who made a t-shirt, Cubans for Trump and all this stuff, know their names and shun the shit out of them. No violence, but shun them. Make them motherfuckers stand alone. I would just feel bad for their kids if they have to be deported, because they will be. 500,000 of them, thanks to the Supreme Court.
Wow.
But yes, they deserve every bit of it.
This is some of the wildest shit I ever seen, because from what I'm hearing, the sisters wish that the Latinos would have voted with them against Trump so that they can allow more free border crossing, right? But being that they didn't, they're saying, yo, get them out of here. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Be deported, because they will be. 500,000 of them, thanks to the Supreme Court. But yes, they deserve every bit of it. And if I was y'all, I would not let them blend in. Shun them, because they did vote for Donald Trump.
See? You see what I'm saying? It's the worst argument I've seen thus far. So had they not voted for Trump, you would be happy with them just coming across the borders, reproducing 5 babies per family, taking up all of the goods and resources, making the prices of the jobs drop. Your children won't get a damn job, from the AI coming and everything. But on the same hand, being that you didn't vote for Trump, I want you to be deported. This is crazy.
Every bit of it. And if I was y'all, I would not let them blend in. Shun them, because they did vote for Donald Trump, the ones who could vote. Stupid asses. I mean, you know what? If I was y'all, I would tell Trump. I would tell Trump what he had. I sure the hell would. Because let them come for black people. When it comes for shit like that, I will. The mother Candace Owens, all of them will be at the front of the motherfucking line.
What
the
trust
fuck? Me, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Them suckers going first. Okay? But that ain't gonna happen, so I'm not gonna claim that. But if it did, motherfuckers going first.
Yo, this is what happened when you look. Their argument is flawed like a mother, but then just them talking about the immigration is ridiculous.
First.
So there is this lady who always looking for fees. Now, she ain't been here a long time, because last time I told her, I said, look, this your last time I'm gonna give you fees back, right? So she came in and she was just like, this was the last time I saw her, right? So she came in, she was like, now, Myra, look, I didn't do this. I said, I told you last time was the last time I'm gonna give you fees back. So she said, but look, I didn't do this. So I'm going through a transaction. I say, you got your bill set up on automatic pay. So So you going out and you buying stuff knowing there's a bill coming through.
Hold on, man.
So
I don't know what that is.
Because you withdrew that money.
So the Hispanic community is mad at these Hispanic influencers because they want them to speak up about the raids and what's going on. And I know I'm black, but here's my black ass opinion. During the elections, I did not see no non-black people promoting nobody.
You see that? You see that? I picked up on it. They are upset that the Latino, that Trump or whatever the Latino vote wasn't aligned with them. Now, had it been, they wouldn't care if they destroy the borders and come over here and even take their shit. But being that they didn't vote, they don't give a fuck no more. This is crazy.
I mean, Kamala, Jasmine, anybody that was on the Democratic Party, I didn't see anybody promoting or saying shit. Nobody. But what I did see, what group I did see, I seen the black women, the gays, black gays. I saw them promoting Kamala, different other people. And now that the
hold on, I can't let that go. Hold on, I can't let that go by.
I seen the black women, the gays, black gays. I saw them promoting Kamala, different other people. And now that the election is over and people have already told y'all and gave y'all a blueprint of what they was going to do in Project 2025, you guys thought they were fucking around and fear-mongering. But in reality, they were telling you what they were about to do. And now that they're doing it, even though 52 or 54% of Latino men voted for Donald Trump, 38% of Latino women voted for Trump, same what goes to black men, I don't know the percentage, but it was a large percentage as well that voted for Trump. Now everybody is like, damn, we're fucking around and we're finding out. And a lot of you are saying, oh, it doesn't matter who you voted for. Be a human being. Yes, it does, because you guys literally voted for this shit. You didn't pay attention. You didn't use your voice. Because like I said, on my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, I didn't see a non-black person posting shit. But now you know what I see? I do see
I would like to ask the question. I would like to ask the sister a question. When you say black, are you just talking about women in rainbow? There's some wild shit. Damn.
People posting shit. They're posting about these ICE raids saying they're fucked up. But where were you when you were supposed to be in their fucking booth voting? Where were you? Nowhere to be found. Because the reality is a lot of people don't give a fuck about shit until it start affecting them. That's when they all of a sudden want to give a fuck. It should not have to affect you for you to give a fuck. Just do the fucking right thing in general.
Yo, this is wild.
And we wouldn't be in this situation.
Story time on when ICE came in my house trying to deport my daddy, and he already passed away. So let me tell you this story. Crazy. I should have got a lawyer if you think about it. But anyways, so a few years ago, my dad had a stroke, and we had to put him in rehab, and he wasn't doing well, so we decided to put him in hospice because I wasn't pulling no plug. And he passed away. Okay. So my dad passed away. Mind you, he's been here all my life. All my life. My dad came in the 70s, and he's a resident.
Yo, Morgan Freeman was right. Morgan Freeman, that's my nigga. Hold the fuck up. This nigga Morgan is...
Man, yeah. If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were.
I, refugee from Guantanamo Bay, that's around the border like I'm Cassius Clay.
You're the
people are immigrants, son.
So he has a green card at the time, but he passed away. So one day, well, what I like to do is sometimes when I get off work, I like to sit in my car and I meditate. I don't go inside the house yet. So this particular day, I don't do that no more. So just so y'all can know, because I don't play with people. So one day I was sitting in my car and I was meditating. I was just sitting in the car and I was.
We got to stop that right there. And I don't want this to be about that. I didn't know these people were this crazy. My gladiator in the place and everything, Bernie. But it doesn't matter because I'm sitting there saying, well, hold on. What do you mean people are crazy out here? It's almost when you hear these people talk, they are separated from the brothers. I'm upset I even found this shit. They sound like they talk separated. And we know it's because of the, Trump, Kamala, whatever bullshit. And like I said, I'm in New York. I don't even have, brother, my shit was going to be blue no matter what. It don't matter which way I vote. It's going to be blue in New York. But what do you mean I don't feel safe?
Well, what I like to do is sometimes when I get off work, I like to sit in my car and I meditate. I don't go inside the house yet. So this particular day, I don't do that no more. So just so y'all can know, because I don't play with people.
Who cares?
So one day I was sitting in my car and I was meditating. I was just sitting in the car and I was looking in my rearview mirror and I noticed that there was a black truck parked behind me and they stopped and they just rolled their window down and they was taking pictures of my car and of my house. So I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on? At that time, I was dating this loser. So he got somebody something happened to him.
Yo, I told y'all I'm upset that I did this. I should have just stuck to the hey Bernie. I should have stuck to the Latinas, talking about it and crying and stuff. I went left and I said I want to hear what the sisters got to say about ICE. We're all the way over here where she's unsafe around men. She was dating a loser. Her daddy died. Like, this is a lot.
Parked behind me and they stopped and they just rolled their window down and they was taking pictures of my car and of my house. So I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on? At that time, I was dating this loser. So I'm thinking he got somebody something happened to him.
What?
Niggas do whatever. So when that
I gotta ask the question. The question is just irking me. This question is irking me, son. I ain't gonna lie, because my gladiator's in the building and this shit ain't about these bitches. But I would like to ask, sis, are you taking any questions? You was dating that loser now. I want to know, who do you have now? I'm sure you ain't got nobody now. I'm sure of that. I'm willing to put my life on it. No, I'm saying no. That dude was living with you. I want to know if you got something real like that.
They was taking pictures of my car and of my house. So I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on? At that time, I was dating this loser. So
Unbelievable.
He got somebody something happened to him.
Unreal.
Do whatever. So when that happened, I rolled my window down. I actually didn't roll my window down because the car wasn't on. I opened the door and I'm like, what do you got going on? And I'm asking them and they just rolled off. So I called all my family, my sister and stuff, and I was like, yo, something's going on. Like, I hope this nigga don't have barricades on him or something. I don't know. I'm already paranoid and you don't have children. I don't want to deal with shit like that. So now, one day in the morning, I usually let my kids walk the dogs while we're getting ready right before school. So I'm taking a shower, they already took a shower and they're going to walk the dogs. So I was actually in the shower and then my son called me. He was like, Mommy, there's a lot of police in front of the house, while he was outside walking the dog. So I'm like, yo, hurry up and come in the house.
Well, a lot of times this kind of stuff happens when I'm live, and I'm gonna start doing it, okay? Right now we got breaking news. Chicago PD had friendly fire. Wow. Wow. One Chicago PD took out another Chicago PD just now on CNN. Hold on. Wow. South side of Chicago.
Officer shot and killed late last night. In the last hour, a procession escorted the officer's body to the medical examiner's office. We've now learned that officer was a 36-year-old mother and was a 4-year veteran.
Oh!
Superintendent Larry Snelling described her as vibrant and fearless.
Oh! Oh, shit. Female. Oh! Oh, shit. Damn.
The Chicago police officer shot and killed late last night. In the last hour, a procession escorted the officer's body to the medical examiner's office. We've now learned that officer was a 36-year-old mother and was a 4-year veteran of the force.
Oh, shit. 36-year-old mother and a 4-year veteran on the force. From what they said, popped by another officer, allegedly, friendly fire, on the south side of Chicago.
Examiner's office. We've now learned that officer was a 36-year-old mother and was a 4-year veteran of the force. Superintendent Larry Snelling described her as vibrant and fearless.
We turn now to our Darius Johnson, who's live outside the 6th District Police Station with the very latest on this. Darius.
Hey there, ladies. Good morning to you. This is where that fallen officer worked for the past 4 years, right here, the 6th District at 78th and Halsted. She was well known among her team, and this morning, the department and those here at the 6th District are now mourning. Overnight, Superintendent Larry Snelling spoke.
Whoa, female popped on the south side of Chicago. A mother, 4 years on the force. I don't know how it is with the copyright. I don't want to get no strike. So we got to talk in between it a little bit. Oh, wow.
About her, saying she showed up every day, hardworking, bold, and dedicated to protecting others. Take a look at this video. It was around 9:50 last night when Chicago police made an investigatory stop at 82nd and Drexel in the Chatham neighborhood. Officers believe this suspect was armed. When they approached, the suspect ran into a nearby apartment.
Whoa! Female officer. Look. Female officers. Look.
Officers believe this suspect was armed. When they approached,
they gotta stop this, yo. They gotta stop being in these jobs, man.
Suspect ran into a nearby apartment. Once officers got inside, police say they were confronted by a second person pointing a rifle at them. During that, an officer fired their weapon, and that's when the 36-year-old female officer was shot. Fellow officers put her in a patrol car and rushed.
Oh! Whoa! Yo, a lot of times when I'm live, the breaking news be happening. I gotta, I'm trying to incorporate it a little bit. Wow. That's crazy, man. That's female. She's a mother. She just got on the years. We don't know if she's white or black. Wow. You got it here first, players.
Her to the hospital, but on the way, that vehicle caught fire due to a mechanical issue. She was then moved to another vehicle and taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where sadly she died. Outside the hospital just before 3 o'clock this morning, Mayor Brandon Johnson and Superintendent Larry Snelling spoke about her life and her sacrifice.
We never really hear about female officers catching it like that, right? I never really hear about that much. I don't want nobody going, but I hope it ain't no sister. Damn. You can't do these jobs, sis. Fuck.
He's behind a family, friends, and a young child.
It's a brutal thing to know that your offspring, because to a parent, no matter how old, your children get, they're still always your children. And for a mother to lose her daughter like that, knowing that she was trying to do the right thing every single day.
Dang. Woo-wee. I don't think y'all gonna have to show me some instances where a female officer got popped and murked on the job. I don't think I've ever seen it. Word. I don't think I've ever seen it, dog. I don't think I've ever seen a female officer, like, you know, get murked on the job and this news like this. I don't think I've ever seen that. This is crazy.
That she was protecting lives, that she was a hero, and she lost her life tragically, you know, doing the job that she loved.
Sheesh.
Chicago police say there are several people in custody this morning. One of those people believed to be the person who was inside the apartment with that rifle confronting officers. Detectives tell us they are
now. The messed up part about it, CNN is saying it was friendly fire. CNN, that's what made me go here. I see the TV over here. CNN said alleged friendly fire. So they ran into the spot. Homie and them had something, and the police just went crazy. Now, was the friendly fire another female, allegedly, or male? Because they didn't say that the suspect did anything. They said, listen back. This dude did not say the suspect did anything.
Superintendent Larry Snelling spoke about her, saying she showed up every day, hardworking here, the 6th District at 78th and Halsted. She was well known among her team, and this night, Superintendent Larry saying she showed up every day, hardworking, bold, and dedicated to protecting others. Take a look at this video. It was around 9:50 last night when Chicago police made an investigatory stop at 82nd and Drexel in the Chatham neighborhood. Officers believe this suspect was armed. When they approached, the suspect ran into a nearby apartment. Once officers got inside, police say they were confronted by a second person pointing a rifle at them. During that, an officer fired their weapon, and that's...
See that? See that? CNN said it was alleged friendly fire. They never said the suspect did anything.
Police say they were confronted by a second person pointing a rifle at them. During that, an officer fired their weapon, and that's when the 36-year-old female officer was shot.
Woo-wee! Was it another female? Was it another female that did that? All right, that was our breaking news, son. Let's get back to it. Woo-wee! I hope it's not a sister, but my gut feeling, son, my gut feeling, it's not good, B. It might be a sister, son. I hope not, man. But this is Chicago. You don't really see white female officers in Chicago. Matter of fact, let's go back to that real quick. Even when you see the brigade, you don't really see white female officers in Chicago like that. I don't know. Maybe y'all know better than me. Damn. I hope I didn't mess up. See? Okay, you got this one white girl here. See? There's not many white female officers, B. Ooh-wee. Oh, y'all can't see it. Oh, my fault. Yeah. So do you guys know if it's a lot of white female Chicago police officers? Because I don't think so. I truly don't, dog. I don't think it's a lot of white female Chicago police officers. I see one, two, I see like two.
This officer's family
on the ground, out there to keep the city safe, and to protect people.
Thank you, Superintendent. Tonight, the entire city of Chicago is grieving and mourning together over this tragic loss of one of Chicago's finest. This young woman served honorably and courageously calling on the entire city of Chicago.
Yo, son, let me know if y'all ever heard of a female officer getting murked and it was on the news like this. I've never heard of a female officer getting murked. Let me know if you guys have. And then let me know if you think that the female officer was black or white. I have a bad feeling, King. I really do. Because I don't be seeing no damn white female Chicago police officers, not like it is in New York. Like New York got every damn whites, every damn thing. And I'm sure they do too, but it's a lot of black female officers all around, period. Especially in these blue cities. In these blue cities for the most part. But you go down to Florida and all these other places, shit, you go up to Connecticut, shit, you go some places like shit, Yonkers got mad white female officers because Yonkers police, they got a big police force. Yonkers got like crazy white female officers.
Go to keep this officer's family in your prayers, along with our entire police department. Her young, energetic, and bold approach towards keeping us safe is the memory that we will honor.
Yo, they won't say if she's black or white. This is crazy.
And I will assure that our police department has everything that it needs in order.
Yo, CNN. Let's see if we could get the CNN, because CNN is saying it was friendly fire. But, it just came on the news, so I don't know if it's going to be on YouTube. Nah, it just came on the news. What we're watching is the Chicago news. Oh, they taking questions.
That did happen. There was some type of malfunction in that vehicle. That
hold on, they taking questions. Yo, this is gonna be big, dog. Yo, this is gonna be big because CNN picked it up, and it might be a sister.
Yeah, that did happen. There was some type of malfunction in that vehicle that caught fire, but assisting officers came in, and she was transferred to another vehicle and then driven to the hospital. The other officers who were transporting are doing fine at this point.
Oh, shit.
I was wondering if investigators were able to review the officer's body camera and that of the partners, and if so, what that
It's something that they have and they continue to do. But at this point, they're still gathering information, trying to find as much footage as they possibly can. And at this time right now, the apartment, because the detectives go through the proper steps, they're getting a search warrant just to make sure that they can process that scene the best way possible. So we're not going to release any information until we have all of the evidence and we can really decipher what occurred at that scene.
Oh, yo, CNN. If you go to CNN, dog, CNN said it was, I'm saying, alleged friendly fire. CNN said it was alleged friendly fire. That's why we went to this. Breaking news. I have a bad feeling in my gut that it's a sister. It's a lot of black women on the Chicago police force, B. I only been to Chicago once, but I don't know the force, but I see it on TV. It'd be mad sisters out there. Alleged friendly fire. They never said the suspect did anything. He had a shotgun. That's what they said. They never said he did this or he did anything. This is crazy. Yo, you heard it here first, King. We broke this news first on Black YouTube. Let's go.
She was a mom. And I won't get into too much, but yes, she was a mom. She was a mom. And there's nothing like walking into a room and have.
Okay. Now I'm almost sure now. Whoever's listening to me, I'm almost sure that this is a black woman. Did you, hey, can we have some fun together? How did you hear right here that you know she's a black woman? Well, it could assure you a little more.
Well, I won't get into too much, but yes, she was a mom. She was a mom. And there's nothing like walking into a room and having to deliver this type of message to her mother and her very young daughter.
What about that information helped you understand? What about that information helped you understand the possibilities could be greater that it's a sis? I don't want it to be. But the possibilities are crazy. Did you hear it? One more time.
I won't get into too much, but yes, she was a mom. She was a mom. And there's nothing like walking into a room and having to deliver this type of message to her mother and her very young daughter.
Did you hear it? Did you hear it? The only person that woman, rest in peace, got her message delivered to was her mother and her daughter. Did you hear that? No daddy, no husband. No daddy, no husband. Do you get it? Damn.
And the rest of her family. It's a brutal thing to know that your offspring, because to a parent.
If this was a white woman, they'll be like, her husband. If this, yo, bro, come on, man. You're not dumb. You're not dumb. If this was a white woman, they'll be like, yo, her husband, I feel for that brother.
Your offspring, because to a parent, no matter how old your children get, they're still always your children. And for a mother to lose her daughter like that, knowing that she was trying to do the right thing every single day, that she was protecting lives, that she was a hero, and she lost her life tragically, doing the job that she loved. And that was one of the things that her mother said. She loved her job and the way that she worked.
There you go. There you go. I'm sorry about this, but those are all bad signs. Now, remember, they did not give out the race of the female officer that died. Rest in peace. But the way that they described that woman for everything that we know over here, whoo, it is highly likely that it's a sister, man. And I feel bad for her, man. Damn. This is part of it, though. This is part of everything we talk about. She loves her job. She don't love her daddy, and she don't love no husband. No shade.
And that was one of the things that her mother said. She loved her job and the way, doing the job that she loved. And that was one of the things that her mother said. She loved her job.
Who does that sound like? Damn. That's not good. Woo wee. Woo. Woo wee. That is not good for the sisters on this one, guys. Not good. The brothers will use this against you. You know what you going up signing up for. You thought this shit was a game? Woo-wee. The brothers will use that work. But you heard it here first, players. You heard it here first. This is going to be the big news. Chicago female, I don't want to say it, but y'all know already. Chicago female officer, single mother, loved her job. They never said the race yet. Gets popped. CNN said it was friendly fire. What if it was another female officer? Boy, oh boy. Not good. So this is what everybody's going to be talking about. Okay, guys? We're just a small channel over here. But yeah, everybody's going to be talking about this. So I'll come back later with more ice.